Hey guys, so today I want to talk a little bit about my warm-up techniques, things that I do before I drum, no matter if it's in the studio or if it's at a live gig. Now, not all of us are going to be able to have the room or a practice pad in front of them when you're at a gig or things like that. So what I'm just going to teach you now is to just, wherever you are, you can have a practice with your good old hands and legs. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is stretches. Now, this is absolutely vital no matter where you're playing, whether it be in a studio or whatever, you've got to stretch. At the end of the day, drumming is a very physical activity, and just like any sports, you've got to stretch. Now, the first stretch that I want to look at was one that I found from Gene Hoglan, also known as the Atomic Clock. Absolute beast of a drummer. And in one of these videos, he's talking about the stretches of sticking your hand out like this and slowly but surely pulling each finger back in different directions, all like that. Looks a bit silly, but once you do that and you do it for about 5 minutes on each hand, it really loosens you up and you can just play straight away. Now, the second stretch that I want to look at was by a guy called Tony Royster Jr. There's a video of him on Drumeo and he was talking about how to do stretches with drumsticks. Now, this varied from a various different types of things. So the first one was getting the two butt ends like that and just spinning your sticks like this. Fairly straightforward, but it gets all the blood flowing through all your muscles there. So again, doing that for about 5 minutes or so on each hand. And then you'll be good to go. Another stretch technique that he did was getting two sticks like this, grabbing each end, and then coming under like that, and then stretching round. Now at first, such as me, you can't really get it all the way around, but don't force it, don't hurt yourself. Just get it to where you can feel it stretching, you feel it working, and then bring it back again. And then it's the exact same with the other hand. So obviously it's very important to have your hands all stretched out, but it's just as important to get your feet stretched and warmed up as well. Now, as I use the heel toe technique, I find that my shin muscle really starts to fatigue and wear out quite quickly if I don't warm up. So one of the stretch techniques for that, I find, is to raise your ankles to the top, and so you can start feeling it at the back, and then drop slowly, and just keep repeating this process several times. Point your toes and bring them back. Point, bring them back. Simply doing this a few times will get the blood flowing, stretch out the muscles, and help with fatigue. Do this on each foot for just a few minutes and you'll be good to go. There have been quite a few occasions when I've not had my practice pad with me at gigs, so I have to improvise instead. Simply finding a chair or a drum stool like this one can be just as good with warming up, like this. A good thing to do as well is to try and match what you're doing with your hands with your feet. It doesn't have to be anything complex, just something to get yourself warmed up. Just getting 5 to 10 minutes warm up before a gig or a session in the studio can really help battle fatigue. I really hope that you found these brief tips useful. If you have and you want to learn more or you want something else as well, just let me know in the comments. What are you doing? You like just see wall and then you just peeking out of it like that. Weirdo. Slender man. Now the first string is... Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content and you'd like to keep supporting the channel, then please find me on all social media, subscribe to me on YouTube, and you can even find me on Patreon. All the links are in the description below. Thank you very much.